Hello, everybody, and welcome to Live from Beyond. My name is Kevin. I'm going to be the game master for tonight's game, and we are playing Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of. These guys are the players. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and your characters. Players, go ahead and introduce yourselves and your character.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Disaster.
It is a disaster.
The disaster is struck.
I brought up the stream
It has no
and
character.
I thought I had muted it. It wasn't muted. So I heard you speak twice, Kevin. It was very disturbing.
Okay.
Anyways, moving right along. My name is Kim, and I will once again be playing Kellen, the escaped pit fighter and barbarian who is out to do some, fighting and make some money.
Hello, I'm Nick, and I will be playing Shatan, the wild and savage hunter, tracker, bow shooter guy.
He shoots bows?
Yeah.
He really doesn't like bows. Every time he sees a bow, he shoots it.
Goddamn bow. I'm Andrew. I'm playing Sir Barad, the minor noble who's given up his wealth and inheritance in order to venture out and protect people who did not receive the training he was fortunate enough to be given.
Right. So, a couple of notes since last time. We started playing Conan very recently on the stream, so we're still kind of learning. Turns out the pre-made characters we're using, I think, are basically NPCs. So, me and Tim regenerated the characters based off the characters we were using, but in the character creator. So their statistics are a little different.
But their hearts are still the same.
Their hearts are still the same. Their hearts are still the same. That's for sure. And I think we get a little more clarity on the momentum mechanic. So there's a common pool, but you can't have more than 6 points in the momentum pool for the party.
When you generate momentum off a skill, you have to use it right away on either that result or the damage that comes after it, or like getting another attack action, something like that. Or everything you don't use either is lost or placed into this group pool, which has a cap of 6.
Okay. So I mean, we might not have done anything wrong before, but I don't think we knew what
there was
we were
one
doing.
round where I generated like 4, and I think I used a bunch of them right away, so I don't think we ever got over 6.
Are we over the cap on Doom, or is Doom unlimited?
No, there's no limit to your Doom.
That's unfortunate to hear.
Yeah, no, well, it's unfortunate for you. The Doom is mounting. I think we're at 10 right now.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean, so can you put that in context? Like, how loud has the background music swelled?
I mean, it's not swelling yet. It will swell more, but there's a constant it's not a high pitched violin, but it's like a every once in a while there's like a low noise, like a low disconcerting rumble.
I think we need to be worried when it hits like a sudden silence. That's when we need to be like, oh shit, something's about to happen.
Yeah. Well, it'll ramp up. It'll be like a strong rumble, and then it'll hit the high pitched violins, and then the high pitched violins will turn off, and then get out of there.
Well, all this orchestra talk has me hot and bothered, so let's get started.
All right. So, all right. So last time you guys were able to rescue Hark, and from the wilderness, from the Picts, bring him back to the outpost, and I guess you volunteered to venture out to either slay the ghost of Thunder River or retrieve the farmers, settlers,
Or both.
or I mean, both maybe.
But probably not, though.
Yeah.
So
We'll probably die.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Well, we're all going to die. I mean,
so it's the next morning. I believe Hark's plan is to set out in the evening, but it's up to you guys to plan your escape here from the outpost.
What do you mean?
Why do we have to escape?
What do you mean?
Well, so the problem is that the area immediately surrounded by the outpost is filled with Picts. And if you plan to
escape the Picts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can leave the outpost just fine, but if you just like head towards the river, you may find your body is riddled with arrows before you get across it.
Okay. Well,
So yeah, so tell me, what are you guys doing? You wake up in the bunk, you have your morning meal, and what is each of you setting about doing?
personally, I think, if we're few in number right now, it may make sense to kind of scout out and kind of observe their movements if we can, and figure out where this ghost is staying, coming from, going to. I don't think we need to necessarily commit to an engagement. Maybe if we can find a small patrol, we can take them out, interrogate the last one. Does anyone here speak Savage? No matter. Then we'll just kill them all. But yeah, I think we could use the small numbers to our advantage, and especially in evading their guard and patrols watching the fort.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Didn't someone agree to setting a distraction for us? Didn't the captain agree?
The captain did agree. Yeah, he said that he would send out a force just to distract them if you wanted to head the other way, and or just to help you.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So right. So he also has offered you canoes if you want to try to use them to cross the river.
So the problem is we have to carry the canoe with us, right?
Right.
And that's going to kind of bog us down when we're sneaking, running, evading. How big is the river that we have to cross?
I mean, it's swift enough and wide enough that swimming it would be dangerous. You wouldn't want to swim it.
What's the alternative to canoeing across?
Swimming.
Possible drowning.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, is there a choice with these canoes, or is it like canoes or a watery death?
If you have some sort of ingenuity you want to use to determine some other way to cross the river, that's fine. But right now the options are swim or, I guess, death or canoes.
I mean, are there like known crossings, like places where I guess it's shallow enough that people tend to use it as a crossing? It might not be worth it because if the Picts have control, then it doesn't matter. But just wondering.
Right. So none nearby. The river's pretty swift and deep.
Yeah, I gotta imagine any crossing they would be watching too, because they know how valuable it is.
I mean, it sounds to me like it has to be canoes.
I think so. I'm just trying to think if there's another way to get them to the river quickly without having the captain commit like men or extra horses that we can't return.
How far do we have to go to reach the river?
So the fort is on the river. The problem is that basically the surrounding area, all of the area surrounding the fort is essentially controlled by the Picts, or possibly controlled by the Picts. Right?
Oh, you're talking about Thunder River.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Black River. Okay.
No. So, right. So there are forested areas directly surrounding Velitrium, and some or all of them contain Pict warbands that seem to be watching the fort.
Okay.
So any force that goes out is bound to be watched, and crossing the river would be vulnerable, to say the least. Right. So the idea would be that if he sends out a force of men, the Pict would probably watch it. If you could use that distraction to head in a different direction, for some way, probably, and then cross the river, it might be safer.
What if we like leave at night or like very early in the morning, maybe? Aren't the guys of the morning fog?
Yeah, I mean, we just don't want to go at rush hour. So, like,
we're not going high noon.
I think honestly during the day may be the best time, just because they're probably not going to be expecting it. Like, I don't know. I feel like wasting a day is not in our advantage, especially if he's on the move, which he seems to be.
Well, what time is it now? Oh, we're just waking up?
It's probably in the morning, yeah. I think if we have the day, we might as well use it.
What's the weather like?
It's a little bit overcast, but it's not too dark.
Does it seem like it might rain?
Yeah, might rain later on.
Could work to our advantage if we're pursued.
I'm not going out in the rain. Let's wait for a better day.
I mean, it seems like either we like wait for the cover of darkness, or we get lucky with some like rain that's bad enough that it obscures the vision, or we just hope that this distraction does the trick, and that like our tiny warband of a few people and a couple of canoes goes unnoticed.
Okay, I agree with that.
And
Why don't we
2
speak to the
dogs.
captain about leaving at night? We can have his attack staged late evening, and then we can leave maybe an hour later after the patrols have had time to move over to the attack.
Yeah.
Right. So the commander doesn't really seem to want to actually attack. He wants to like send a force out and recall us soon after as a distraction.
Right, but I imagine it's going to take time for like messengers from the Picts to like circulate and gather everyone. So, like leaving at the same time wouldn't really do much, right?
Okay.
That was my. But either way, yeah, we should leave tonight.
Okay.
Just
So you
carry
guys
it near the river.
Sure. So you guys want to wait until the evening? Is there anything you want to do during the day?
Sharpen my sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gather a few supplies, I guess.
So
Learn how to canoe.
all right. So let's do a round of questions here, even though we're a little bit mid-session. So for the next character, the character down, I guess to your right, what is their demeanor and their sort of activities as they prepare for this dangerous wilderness expedition? We can start with Kellen.
So I'm doing
Catan.
Keaton. Sure. I think Keaton, after seeing this like big ghost type dude, he's a little apprehensive. That might be a little more than he bargained for. But needs the money, and he's certainly stuck here. So like, what's the choice?
All right.
Bit apprehensive.
So, Sir Barrett was kind of still invigorated by the fight in which he played a robust part. He seems kind of to be like champing at the bit to just get back out there, and if he's got to like sink his blade or even his teeth into something, like he's ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, Kellen is restless, if anything. He's sharpening his sword, but his leg hasn't stopped moving all night or all day. He's been like kind of bouncing his knee up and down. He's been a little agitated, a little quick to snap at people, especially people offering him help. He just sort of, he wants to be kind of left alone and ready himself for what's to come.
Okay.
Word.
All right, cool. So the day passes, uneventfully, more or less.
Is there like stuff to do here? I'm a little.
Not
Any mini games?
There's no mini games.
Uh,
If there's something in particular you want to do, then let me know. But there's not like a hidden thing here that you're missing. There's
Canoe
not
simulator.
Yeah.
I'm going to check any loose floorboards in
Did
any
we-
rooms we haven't been.
maybe this
Pretty
is a
much
silly
smash up the
question.
place.
Were we given like supplies now that you redid our characters, or should we like stock up on stuff?
Yeah, no. So you guys should have supplies, rations, and things, rope and survival items.
All right. Let's hit it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you also have 3 medicine, which we can look up, but
3 medicine.
amongst all of you, yeah.
Just
So
like
medicine is
It's like a bottle with like a little skull on it. Like if you feel bad, pop one of these.
yeah. So no, it's it gives you a bonus on a healing check.
I have one healing talent thing. Skill.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So yeah. So do you guys want to head out at dusk? Do you want to head out?
Yeah, I
that's
guess as it starts getting dark, but not so dark that we're like fumbling around in pitch blackness.
Yeah. So as night falls, or as twilight falls, a light rain begins to fall, and Trebellius sort of looks at you, wondering whether this is the time to send out his soldiers. They've sort of been drilling in the yard all day, and they look like they're ready for some action.
I think it is. I'll give him the sign, I guess, and we'll move out the other gate.
Sure. So there's actually only one gate, but Hark has offered that you guys might lower the canoes by rope over the far wall, the far palisade.
Yeah, why don't we just climb down too? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of tension in the fort as the moment approaches, and then eventually, at the given moment, Trebellius barks at an order, and the gate begins to roll upwards, and the men begin to march outwards into the wilderness. So you guys, I assume, are just lowering the canoes over the palisade wall.
Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer! I muted myself. Are you getting me? Are you hearing me through my mic, my webcam?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound different to me.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah. We lower the canoes down and I guess rappel down.
Okay, sure. So each you give me an athletics check.
We can roll on this character sheet now, right? It's all fancy and crap.
Yep, should be able to.
0.
Oh, we can roll on. Okay, wait. How do I do this? What am I doing? Athletics?
Yep.
I don't see
Or
that.
acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics.
That's fine.
There's athletics. Athletics under
No, I mean you can use either one.
Ron.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I guess I got one success, but one of my rolls was a 20.
Okay, so you get a complication.
Is this supposed to be doing something? Is it doing something?
You didn't do anything. You've got to click on the dice on the side.
Yeah, I did. It's highlighting it and then unhighlighting it. I don't know.
You trying to roll acrobatics or
What the fuck? It's asking me for an input value. What
2?
this is?
It's the number of dice you want to roll.
No, I got that, but I mean, isn't it supposed to do it for me?
I think
What you
it's
put in.
I think it's in case you have like a bonus dice or something like that.
Hello?
Hey, I think you cut out, Andrew. You're back.
Yep. No, I just refreshed. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Now I think it's on my mic, my headset mic.
Okay, cool. All right, so Kellen and Catan both are able to get their canoes down, and Hark and Sir Barad are a little bit slow. Hark sort of scrambles down the rope after the canoe is lowered. So, by the way, you each have there's 3 canoes total, but Sir Barad is sort of slow as he's coming down the rope, and you guys roll some observation tests.
So
And you get a momentum, by the way, Chatan.
the number that's appearing here is it trying to tell us how many successes we got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I got a success because my skill in that is 8.
It says you rolled a 4 and an 11.
Yeah, but my skill's an 8, so how could that 11
So-
be a...
What's your attribute?
Oh, no, your focus is probably 4.
My focus is 3.
Okay, so 8 plus 3 is 11, so 4 and 11 is 2
You're
successes.
adding. Okay, but so why am I getting momentum?
Because it was 1 difficulty test and you got 2.
Okay, sorry. And
So you
now
add
you
that
want
to
us to
the
roll observation.
Or do you want to use the momentum on the observation?
Well, what could I use it for? On observation. I don't think I can use it on anything, right?
I don't know.
You're really quiet, Andrew.
Hey, you're a little quiet, Andrew.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Really.
Otherwise, I
Right.
guess it goes into the momentum pool, right? So we bump up
Yep.
momentum by 1.
Well, anyway, I don't know what I would use it on, so I'm just gonna make my observation roll.
Okay, that's fine. So, Kellen, you in the twilight, you can see that there's a sort of a copse of trees nearby the back fort or the back wall of the palisade, and you notice a scout from a scout from the Picts, sort of watching you there, and notice as Sir Barrett is climbing down, and he sort of scampers off towards towards a tree line nearby, as you're all rappelling down. As Sir Barrett's rappelling down.
I quickly point him out to Chatan. I say, best you dispatch with that one before he warns his friends.
Shoot her!
So he's quite far.
Dispatch with him.
You could try to shoot him, but it would be difficult.
Yeah, but you didn't say impossible.
I didn't say impossible. No.
You did not. Can you go back to the main page where we have the options for momentum and shit?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
So, what are you gonna do, Chatan?
Ooh, you could call a shot to his leg.
I guess the question is, oh fuck! I lost my goddamn character sheet. I guess the question is whether or not my character sheet is actually any good now. Like whether I can do anything anymore with shooting. I have. So, I have a question for you.
Okay.
My accurate
Yes.
thing says when I make an attack with a ranged weapon, I may re-roll a number of damage dice equal to the number of ranged weapon talents and ranking those talents I've acquired. It seems like the only ranged weapon talent I have is this talent itself. Does it
No,
count?
you also have marksman, I think, right?
Oh, that just says it's an agility talent, not a ranged
Sorry,
weapon talent.
I must have not labeled it correctly. That is a ranged weapon talent.
That's fine. But does that count as 2 or does that count as 1?
Yeah, no mercy is 1.
So
I'm
each
sorry.
talent counts as one. Yeah.
Yes, including that. It is a ranged weapon talent.
So it includes itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. And what are? It's too hard to read. What is a minor action? Does that matter outside of like initiative or anything like that?
Yeah, you can use a minor action to do what you want here.
All right. So I'm gonna marksman it up.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I fucked up a lot of stuff so far because I didn't.
Jesus Christ!
I was just like, the only 2 skills you've had us roll so far, I have special talents in, and
Okay.
I hadn't read my talents yet. But anyway, not important. Is this guy like in the trees yet, or is he just like?
So he's
ducking in?
he's pretty far away, but he is leaving a copse of trees like along a ridge line,
Yeah.
and heading for another tree line.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna like.
Copse, I guess.
No, I think Copes is right.
Okay. Either way.
I'm gonna unsling the bow, I notch an arrow and like squint my eyes, and stare like right down the shaft
Mhm.
at this guy, and I'm gonna get myself an additional momentum for that attack by
Okay.
working real hard at aiming at this dude.
All right.
That's
Sure.
what I'm gonna do. I just don't remember how you attack. When I'm just rolling a thing, ranged weapons. I'm rolling it. Just tell it what I want to do. All right, that's 2 hits, apparently.
Nice.
Okay. So the arrow streaks out, and it seems like it just barely misses him, and he like breaks out into a full sprint towards the tree line.
So he's on like the far side of the river.
No, he's on your side of the river.
Why don't you spend momentum or
Make another
fortune? Spend fortune if you can. Spend fortune to add a bonus d20, so you'll basically get like a free 1, which would give you 2 more ranged weapon success. Make it a 4 instead of a 2. If you look,
You can
under
do it
fortune-
after.
Yeah, so a player can add a bonus d20 to any skill test for 1 fortune point. The extra die is assumed to have already rolled a result of 1 and automatically generates successes as if it were rolled as part of the skill test.
Oh, I think that's funny. We never read the details of that. We did that like 3 or 4 times over the last couple of sessions, and all we did was like roll an extra d20
Yeah, it actually adds a
Apparently
crit
it's like a
after the
lot
fact.
better.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, I want to do that. Although I don't know what we're doing with our fortune.
It's your fortune, so it's like
No, I
specific
know,
to you.
but I've used some in the last couple of sessions. I don't know how long it's
So
lasting.
you have 3, and that's how many you get for the adventure.
Oh, all right. Well, then this would be my third. I mean, my first.
You had used 0, which is a number.
This is my new character's first. No. This would be my third use. Although I fucked it up the first 2 times. But yeah, all right. I'll do it. Whatever.
I like your spirit, Chatan.
Okay, go for it. Okay, so you do it and you get 2 more successes.
Yeah, so that's 4 successes, I guess.
Okay. So as he runs, you see that in fact, where it looked like the arrow missed him, it has in fact pierced his leg, and he sort of slows as he's sprinting away, eventually like tiring himself and dropping to his hands and knees. You assume from blood loss.
Could I whistle for my mount?
So
like
rappel down the side of the mountain, or
No,
the
like it can come out the gate and run around.
Or jumps off the top of the palisade.
plummets to its untimely death.
like rolls to a stop. There's like a
Guys, don't even joke about that. It's my horse. Should I roll it? Or no?
So I mean, your horse would have to come out of the main gate.
Right. I guess that's. Oh, there's probably still scouts watching. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean,
then
okay.
We should just run.
I take careful aim and bring down the horse.
All right, yeah. But before we get seen by any other Pict scouts, why don't we make haste and get these canoes in the water?
True.
Oh fuck! I ruined. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
You're just a fucking disaster over there, aren't you?
No, I forgot. I mean, you're just gonna be mad when I say it anyway. But I forgot to shout out that I picked that guy off from far away after I shot him in the leg.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy you forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, so we all. I think 2 canoes is enough. What do you guys think for the 4 of us?
Yeah.
You think 2 what is enough?
Canoes?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So you guys are heading right across the river near the fort. Are you heading downstream any? Or yeah.
I think we just want to get across the river as fast as possible, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I mean,
seems
I guess it
dangerous.
depends on, like,
especially if it's getting
Right,
dark.
right.
I don't know if we necessarily want to be out in the middle of a raging river.
Okay.
Make for the far side.
Yep.
Stash the canoes, and then we'll walk.
Hide them as best we can, but
Okay, so you guys are just sort of like making a break for the river.
I mean, do we see anybody else out there? Any
No, but
movements
you
on the
assume
trees
that
across
there
from
are-
us? Or anything?
That from the tree lines nearby that there are people watching the river. That's your assumption.
I mean, I think we have to hope that the distraction plus the darkness covers us, because I don't know what the other
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
things that could possibly help us are.
another
Okay.
option is maybe wait like 30 minutes. Wait for it to get a little bit darker, a little more rain, and then go. I don't
You
know.
guys can
I don't-
guys can also try to move stealthily, along the river.
With canoes, though? I mean, is that like...
Yeah, it's not ideal.
All right,
And this-
let's do that. Let's move stealthily with canoes.
Okay.
Well, there's trees and stuff. I'm sure we can stay behind, so we can see the river,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not the
yeah.
other side.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So give me some stealth checks here.
Is there any penalty for carrying a canoe?
Yeah, it's a little harder to carry a canoe.
Don't be like that.
So, Chatan,
Boom.
you can use your stealth momentum here to add a success to anybody else's roll. And the idea here will be that you are sort of leading the group as they stealthily
So
track.
are you saying it's only a 1 success that we need?
It's only 1 success that we need. Yeah. So you have a momentum.
Wait, what does the box mean? Like on Andrew's roll, what is
It means I rolled a 20, which
You
means.
roll the 20 complication.
Could you exchange that momentum to negate the complication?
No.
All right. Well, we don't need any extras, so I guess the momentum is just going to have to roll into the group pool.
Yep. So how many do you guys have right now?
You were keeping track of it.
30.
No, we had it on stream.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
We had
so-
5. Did we add or use one?
Yes,
Now
we
we're
got
at
one. So
6.
you guys are at your max momentum of 6.
All right.
Well, all right. I need to like screenshot that the next time you're on it because I have absolutely no idea what momentum does. I would use it like all the time if I knew.
Yeah. So I have nothing to spend that complication on, so I'm just going to give myself a doom point. Seeing as how you evaded detection, my options are twisted ankles.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah. Okay.
Back at the fort, the horse falls.
The horse falls over dead from a heart attack.
Guys, don't joke about that.
Can I use my momentum? I mean, you could just say no because I don't know what to use it for. But could I use my momentum to say that like I'm sneaking so stealthily and quietly that I have time to sort of like, also keep my ear out and see if I hear any like, unnatural bird calls or things like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Maybe take advantage of a trait that would allow him to get advantage against ambushes. Finally.
Oh wait, don't. I mean, I used to have that trait. Do I still have it?
Oh my! Trying to help you.
Yeah, but
I didn't still see that anywhere on my character sheet.
Is my
No,
volume better now? By the way.
yeah, your volume's
Yeah.
good. Your volume's good.
Okay.
It's not on here anymore.
Yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, I will let you. I'll let you do that. That's fine. You can use your momentum on that.
But I'm not crazy. I don't have that anymore.
No, that was the
That was the old.
That was the old Jatan.
That was the old Jatan. New Jatan, he left that life behind. He's in ambushes now. Whatever life brings him.
He fucks with ambushes.
All right, yeah. So I want to listen out.
Okay,
see
sure.
See if I could like make it seem like make a see if I could tell if it seems like we've been spotted.
Okay, sure.
That's my point. So what do I do for that?
Roll an observation test.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So we're back down to 5 momentum.
All right.
Damn. Nice.
All right. So, you are able to tell that there is nobody. There's nobody. Seems to be nobody following you, or as far as you can tell, like no shapes in the forest moving along the tree lines or anything like that.
But these two guys
Seems
make
to-
it
you
like
seem,
full on.
as far as you can tell, seem to be undetected.
Yeah, but it's raining, so it's probably we've got cover.
I turn around and shout to Sir Barrett and Kellen like everything's fine.
So how far do we need to move south before we can cross? Like half mile? Mile?
It's as far as you want, really. It's up to you guys. But you've moved stealthily enough, Jatan. Do you think that you could probably cross the river, in relative safety?
Yeah, I wait until there's like some nice thick trees across from us, and I say like, all right, we should land there and hide the canoes. Also, I'm whispering.
Okay.
Also in a thick accent.
What kind of accent?
It's hard to explain. I'll get to it later.
Kim, I think we went down to 5 momentum from 6.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. So it's dark when you get to the river edge. The sun is, the last rays of the sun are sort of setting, and you can see the river is pretty swift moving, and it doesn't look particularly. There's parts of it that are deep, but there's a wide. There are wide areas along the sides that are pretty shallow with rocks and things.
That you could like land a canoe at and stuff.
Well, that could be treacherous.
Right.
Oh.
I think it's fine. It's a dangerous place to be doing this.
Yeah.
But we have no choice.
Right.
Well, we could keep moving a little bit and find a better spot.
So, from what you've seen, that the river near here is generally like this. It's a pretty wide river with a middle section that is pretty fat, quickly moving and deep, and then it's got sort of wide bands on either side that are more shallow and treacherous. I think you're muted, Nick.
No, that was on purpose. I was practicing.
You're practicing your accent?
Yeah, I do that a lot in the middle of streams.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so Hark sort of he plops the canoe down and he says, "Well, friends."
Yeah, I think this is it.
Let's get
Wait,
across.
that bastard's with us? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's riding.
I'm curious how we got my dogs down. By the way,
They just leapt off the wall.
and landed like cats.
Yeah.
Nice.
But there's no room in the canoes.
They
Chili
can-
cheese.
they can swim.
Listen, I get a canoe, and my dogs are coming with me. The rest of them can cram into that other one.
Or you have your own canoe to begin with, because they give you enough canoes to bring the settlers back, should you find them alive.
Oh, well,
Wait, how many canoes is that?
yeah,
They're
That's
like
3
100 canoes.
100 canoes.
3 canoes.
You
All
guys
right,
are actually each riding a stack of 25 canoes.
Say that we have them all like tied together. There's no way we're avoiding detection. It's like a whole bridge of canoes.
Right.
All right. Well, let's get across as fast as possible here.
All right. So you guys can either try to go quickly, go stealthily, or go safely. And you can each choose differently if you want to. But
it's like our GPS options. Like shortest route,
avoid toll road.
fastest route.
Plus 6 minutes.
Okay, so what were they? Stealthily, quickly, and what?
Safely.
So stealthily or quickly.
I don't know. I'm wearing a lot of metal.
I'm
I
still
don't
saying
know
stealth.
how to swim.
Safely.
Yeah, safely. I mean, what's the point if we all drown, right? Like, we all like avoid detection and
But-
they'll
But
succumb.
the
Then
point if
you know.
only some of us drown. I'm going with stealthy.
All right. So
me and my hounds.
right.
Chili,
problem.
chili dog are there in the middle going, no.
chili cheese.
That's not their names.
Okay. So if you are if you're going safely, make a stealth check, and if you are going stealthily, make a sailing check.
Wait, sorry, what was the
stealth
first one?
check?
What?
Make a stealth check for going safely?
Yes, to see how stealthy you are without so you accomplish one goal outright, right? If you want to be stealthy, you're stealthy. If you want to be safe, you're safe.
Oh.
Right.
All right.
And we won't do any momentum for this test.
Yeah.
It looks like everybody's fine.
No big.
Okay, no problem. All right, so you guys sail both safely and stealthily across this river in the dead of night,
Nobody's ever rode so silently in their whole life.
and cautiously. All right, so you reach the opposite shore, and what do you guys want to do? You want to tie up the canoes?
Yeah, I mean, is there some way that we can kind of hide them? Rock formation
I
or
think
some
we
bushes or
pull
trees
up-
or something?
Pull down like some branches and just put like one single branch on top of each canoe, and nobody will see them because that's the way it works usually.
Okay, yeah. Just the chat was noticing the dogs. Tan's dogs' names are Chili and Chili Cheese.
No,
What are they then?
not their names.
I haven't heard any alternatives that are.
Well, they don't have names. That's the point of like the character's thing with his dogs. He wouldn't bother naming them, but like,
Well, but amongst themselves, they're known as Chili.
When the dogs talk to each other, obviously they have to refer to each other by name.
By something.
I fucking hate you.
Okay, so you reach the other side. You can hide the canoes, no problem. Hark, he says, we have a few options here. We can try to track the Picts and their warband,
Wait, let me guess: stealthily, safely, or successfully.
or We can head straight to the,
why would we do the other two if it's not successfully?
we can head straight to the Raven Village.
I don't know what our options are. I got distracted.
Our options are to kill Hark and leave his body here so that the scent draws the Pict.
You can
Always
use
another
his body
option.
to hide the canoes.
It needs some way to get food for chili. and
What's
chili
that body on
cheese.
top of? Don't worry about it. Just the body
It's
itself.
the body. Have some respect.
So either we go to the village or we track the Picts.
Right.
And what's in the village that we want?
The Raven Village.
Yeah.
So the Raven are the tribe that the ghost in Hark's story, the ghost awarded the captives to the Ravens.
Right.
The Raven tribe.
Oh, so this is a Pict village where
Yes.
the villagers are probably held captive.
I say we do not go to the village.
I don't know. I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
I mean,
As
what's
opposed
our
to
best?
tracking.
What's our best bet of finding this ghost?
Well, if you want to find the ghost directly, you can go to the place where the Pict warband was meeting with the ghost, and then track from there.
Look, at the end of the day, I think
What-
the ghost has to be our
priority?
priority. I say we go after that.
That's the opposite of what Chatan thinks.
I disagree. I think we should go after the people. It's a softer target. Maybe we can weaken the Picts overall and save some people that could be helpful to our cause later on.
Killing a dozen Picts or so isn't going to weaken their strength. It's too many. You have to sever the head.
Right, so why aren't we going after it?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think the three of us are going to be able to take him and whoever's accompanying him on alone? I'm not doubting.
You
I
think
mean,
a couple of
it's
villagers will
likely as
help?
anything in this cockamamie world.
Oh, look, I don't think the villagers will help with that task, but I do think the three of us are not going to be able to fight our way through the ghost and all of his, tribesmen.
But those villagers are like already dead, and they're just gonna encumber us with their bloody bodies.
I'll remember that next time you're in trouble, Chatan.
Okay. So what's it going to be?
My vote is for the villagers.
Yeah, but me and my dogs, we voted for the other, so it's 3-2. It's tough on them.
Wait, so you're voting against him and against me?
What? No, I don't want to go to the village.
Okay. You want to go track the things.
That's right.
So
Say
Kim,
it.
do you want to change your vote to that?
Well, that's what I want to do.
No,
But initially, Nick said he wanted to do the opposite of what I wanted to do, and
Right.
then he said he wanted to do the opposite of what Andrew wanted to do.
I thought what you said was that you wanted to rescue those people.
Okay. So Chatan and Kellen both want to go after the ghost. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, yeah, all right.
What does Hark want to do?
Hark wants to go after the.
Mark doesn't get a fucking say. First,
Okay.
I
All right, well,
told
then
him to
it's
kill
2 to
him
1.
and use his body to
We're
hide
going
the canoes.
after the ghost.
Okay. So, Chatan, why don't you give me a survival check, or anybody else who wants to? Really, I mean, anybody who can. One person, give me a survival check to begin to follow the tracks of this warband. Okay. Cool.
Boom.
Interesting.
Boom.
Chatan, is that 2 successes because you got a 3, or is that 2? Is it 10 also underneath your success threshold? Success threshold.
Oh, that's a great question.
Okay.
Um,
Either way,
no, a 10. Yeah, my survival would be a 13.
so it should be 3 successes then.
But what, I don't. That's why I don't know how this
what's the
thing
focus on your survival. What is it?
works. All right. My awareness is 10. The focus on my survival is 3.
So it should be 3 successes. Okay, so
I didn't design this thing.
no, I think you did.
God damn it, Nick.
Don't lie.
Okay, so
You and
you
those
guys
two
begin
dogs.
so Chatan picks up the trail and begins following this warband through the forest. After several hours, you reach a clearing in the trees. There's a small field, and in the field you can see the ruins of an old farmhouse. Smoke still rising from the ashes, and we'll break there for 5 minutes, and then we can continue on that. All right, we're back. All right, so guys, we left off. You guys had just crossed over the river, and we're heading deep into Pict territory, following the trail of the ghost.
The ghost.
Willow.
Yeah. Like I said, so you've come across what looks to be the ruins of a farm in a small clearing. There seems to be smoke rising.
You said.
There's smoke rising from part of it. Yeah.
Any skeletons?
Well, so you guys are on the tree line. It's dark, and you're sort of. What are you guys using? You guys know the light source. You're just sort of going through the dark.
Yeah, I mean, if we're trying to stay hidden,
You mean it, Andrew?
Sorry.
So you said there's like smoke coming out of this place. Does it look like it's like on fire right now, or is it like small?
No, it doesn't look like it's on fire. It looks like there's no light coming from it.
Chatan, maybe your dogs could smell anyone lingering in the tree line.
I mean, they definitely can.
I guess
The chili cheese can smell for sure, but chili is getting a little aged. It's getting a little aged.
Oops! I got disconnected.
Sure, yeah, you can make a survival check for your hounds there.
Nice.
All right, so Chatan, you send your dogs off, and after a few minutes,
it's actually 2, I think.
Yeah, you send your dogs off, and after a few minutes, they come back, without having given any signal that they found any indication of anyone.
All right.
Nearby.
My heart says we should go check and make sure we can save any survivors, but my head says there is no survivors, and we should probably just avoid this place. But maybe we could see where the Picts came from and where they're going.
Yeah, we should check it out anyways. If nothing else, it's getting a little dark to keep tracking, and we might just need somewhere to stay. Continue.
I don't know about survivors, but perhaps something of actual value might be in there.
It's Brex.
No, that's not Brex.
All right, so you're gonna enter the.
Yeah, sure. I'll draw my sword and then just kind of cautiously approach.
Okay, so first things first.
Dragons burst out of the thing.
So we're gonna add 1 to the doom track for this eerie scene.
I feel like you're just making that shit up.
Wait, that's bullshit. Hold
No,
on.
that's real.
Hold on. Really? That's
How many times do I have to fucking tell you this guy's just making shit up?
making it up?
Well, there's never, if there's something here, I'm gonna have to use that doom on it.
Oh, again with the making shit up. All right, let's keep going with
Yes,
this
there's
game.
something. It's almost like he doesn't know what's here. Except
Who's this book written by? Robert E. Howard? Yeah, okay. Let's try Kevin.
it's clearly just an anagram for Kevin Dukla. I mean,
Obviously.
seriously.
All
come
right.
on.
Nice game.
All right, so the moonlight kind of casts a pale shadow on this farmhouse as you approach. You can see that the main farmhouse itself is still intact, but the what looks like the barn or shed, you're not sure, is now like a sort of a smoking ruin. And as you approach it, you can see that it had to be it's probably at least a day old. The fire. It's just a very light sort of smoke that is rising up.
All right.
From the charred
I'll
remains.
look back. What's the name of the guy who came with us?
Hark.
Ark, what is he wearing? Is anything he wearing giving away like what his job is? Does he have a bow, a shield, and an axe? Or
Yeah, he's a scout.
It says workman.
he's a scout. Okay, great. Hart, can you keep an eye on the surroundings? Just make sure we're not observed.
Oh yeah, he yeah, sorry. He nods and says, "I just be respectful.
Yes, I will do it.
These people have a tough life."
Oh, of course. Mean no disrespect to them.
Right, he nods.
All right. So Chatan, sorry. Do you want to take the lead on investigating the barn where the burning was? I'm not really.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what skill would be useful for that, but we should all take a look maybe.
Okay,
Observation or.
sure. Yeah, you can do an observation.
Yeah, all right.
So I'll keep an eye on the main house, which you said was still intact, just to make sure if I see any lights on or indications of movement, I'll react. But
Okay.
This guy
So,
has been
Chatan, you can take a
rolling
momentum
pretty
here.
well. Nice.
And you don't notice anything in the ruins of the barn, but nearby, you notice a very odd-looking wooden stake just sort of driven into the ground, sort of about equidistant between the farmhouse and the barn.
A wooden stake driven into the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
how large?
Yeah, what are you talking here?
So it's about 4 feet high, and it's about 6 inches wide.
That's like
Is
a
there anything
post.
on the ground near it?
Yeah, it's like a post. No, so there's nothing on the ground near it. But as you look at it,
Yeah.
you notice that there's a strange sign scratched in the post.
All right, I'm going to get closer and see if I can see what that is.
So it's difficult to make out in the darkness, but it looks like it is freshly scratched, as if by a sharp knife or claw. And as you look at it, it gives you an unsettling sensation. You can make a lore check.
I shiver.
Lore or sorcery?
Whoa, sorcery.
Shit's
I was sort of
getting
in the
real.
area, so I'll walk over. Do you have any of those?
Yeah, I'm not terrible at lore.
Okay, go ahead.
I give it a shot.
All right.
GM, dude.
Sorry, what'd you get? 1?
Oh, well,
Okay. So you don't know much, but sorry, is my mic making a weird noise?
Yeah, it's kind of hissing now.
Shit.
Did the mic move?
No. I just
No,
muted
he
it.
just his snake.
Hold on.
There's a snake coiled around the mic.
Yes. Also, I'm gonna check the base of the post to see if it was like normally you need like a hole. What is it? A hole poster or a post holer? To like you can't just drive that into the ground unless you're like a giant or something.
I just lost
Kellen
Kevin.
might be able to. Yeah. He's
Oh, can we all just leave? All right, when he gets back, nobody will be here.
Okay. So you can see it looks sort of like a rune. Chatan, you notice you remember from a book you read long ago that this reminds you of a symbol used by the ancient kingdom of Acheron.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Do you feel the call of the kingdom? Acheron's call.
Yeah.
No, but I can tell what the rune says, so that's nice.
Okay. Yeah, but so as you look at it, the symbol like calls to you, and both unsettles and calls to you at the same time.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
He's hooked on
right.
Acheron's call.
Yeah,
So I want to
do something
investigate like
about
the
that?
soil around the post. Does it look like a whole poster was used to plant the post in, or
No,
like
so it sort of thins out as it approaches the ground, becomes more stake-like. It looks like it was just driven straight into the ground.
Okay.
And Chatan, what are you doing?
No, I was asking what you wanted me to do about that.
Oh, nothing. That's up to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I light a cigarette.
were there any bodies in the barn?
So it doesn't seem to be any. So it's a pile of rubble right now. But how deeply do you want to inspect? It's also pitch. It's getting dark out.
Did we check out the actual house?
Not yet. Maybe we should do that first. Get out of the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
Right. So so you you walk up to the door. You can see that it's hanging halfway open,
All right,
and you can't hear any noise coming from inside.
I'm gonna push it open with my sword.
Okay, so it's quite dark inside, but yeah.
Kellen, do you have a one-handed sword?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll hand you a torch out of my pack and kind of like put my tower shield on and take the position in front of you.
Kind of hold forward the torch once she lights it. We'll look
Okay.
around.
So you sort of step forward. You can see most of the house looks like it's been ransacked. The main room you step into looks like a kitchen slash dining room. Supplies have been pushed onto the floor. The fire pit has been dashed out. Chairs are turned over. The table has a bunch of items knocked off it. But you don't see any signs of blood or bodies or anything like that.
All right. Say, well, if nothing else, a place to sleep out of the rain.
Do you think it's wise? Maybe it's a place they'll check.
Seems like it's already been checked.
So there are also 2 bedrooms off of this main room.
Is there a second floor?
I mean, I guess we like check all the rooms. Is there anything in the bedrooms?
So why don't one of you make an observation test while you're exploring this?
All right. There we go.
Right. So
Zombies there.
So Kellen, as you're looking around, you turn to inspect the fire pit, and you catch some movement out of the corner of your eye, and you turn to see what it is, and something knocks over a bunch of things off a shelf and sort of runs into one of the bedrooms. You can't quite see what it was.
Say, who goes there?
There's no reply.
Say,
All right, I'll move towards where he's looking.
Okay, into the bedroom.
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of like point the torch at the door. Say, yeah, some creature escaped into that room.
All right, I have my. Is the door shut or like just barely ajar?
It's ajar.
Okay, I'll just.
Or it's open basically.
I'll wait for Kellen to get there, and then we'll kind of look in together with his torch and my shield.
Yeah.
So inside,
My
you
ass.
see a bedroom. It looks like it might have been nice once, but now there's sort of like a desk, and it's got like a smashed mirror on now collapsed down on top of it. There's a bed. It looks like the sheets have been ripped up and the pillows torn open. And there's a closet which has been, or like an armoire that has been sort of smashed down on its front, and you can see one of the doors is splayed out in front of it as it was probably open when it fell and crushed the door.
We don't see any movement or anything.
No.
So Kellen, I'll stay by the door. I guess doesn't seem like there's any exits or entrances besides this. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I'll step in and kind of hold up the torch to try to illuminate the room.
Okay.
I have my sword ready. Say, surrender now, and I promise you a swift death.
Oh, Kellen, whoever gets the killing blow gets to claim this room. By the way.
Yeah.
All right.
I turn around and stab Sir Baron. Got him.
Good luck.
All right. So you step cautiously into the room. You can hear your heart beating in your ears, and you don't see anything. The blood pumping in your ears. You don't see anything. You can only the stillness of the night.
I'll like move farther into the room and see if he's wherever the place might have hidden. Is there like a window? Is there somewhere that like somebody could?
There's a
escape?
window, but it's closed.
All right. Is there any closets or places?
There's a
that you can
closet,
hide?
but it's sort of tipped over.
The armor, but there's no other doors, right?
There's no other doors. No.
All right. I'll like check on like the far side of the bed and behind the armor.
Okay.
Under the bed.
Yeah. So
I jump out from behind the door and yell, "Boo!"
So as you peer
quickly
down
ram
under
my
the
sword
bed,
through his throat.
you can see a small pink foot just sort of shaking just at the edge of your torchlight.
Human?
Like a child?
That's what it looks like.
Could be a monster. Keep your axe up.
Or we'll just stab it
Just
blindly
stab
under
through the bed.
Say,
Come on, Kellen. Stab.
So
Stab.
Barrett,
I'm ruling out a blind stab, but
Stab.
it seems there might be some child in here. Unlikely that the Picts would have brought one of their younglings with them.
My dogs are hungry.
child, come forth. We mean you no harm.
So there's no response
You said the kid is hiding where? Behind the...
underneath the bed.
Maybe it's a fake foot, and he's trying to trick
You
us.
just flip the bed.
It's a false
just flip
back
the
to
bed, Kellen.
Alright, well, I'll get down on a knee and peek under the bed.
Yeah, you can see a small boy hiding under the bed. He's dressed in some tattered clothes. His face is dirty, and he's got his head in his knees. He's sitting sort of with his knees up and his head buried in his knees with his arms over his head.
Not a Pict, though.
Doesn't look like one.
That's
So,
a pretty tall bed. All right.
Say,
Not a very large child.
It's a boy, you said?
Yep.
I say, boy, come on out here.
He peeks up at you with one eye, and then as soon as he sees you, just immediately buries his head back in his knees.
Say, there's no room for fear. A situation like this.
No
I'll,
room for fear.
You must be brave. Come with us. We'll bring you back to safety.
Okay.
Does he
He
still
doesn't
cower
know.
in fear?
Yeah.
I turn back to Zubair. I say, "This child is weak."
I'll step forward and kind of put my axe back at in my belt loop and
Yeah.
say, young boy, are you hungry? We haven't eaten yet.
Yeah. Give me a person. What is it? Society.
We're about to make
Oh,
some
yeah, I'll give you
chili
society.
and chili
Yeah, give me some
cheese. Is
society.
I'll give you
chili.
some high society. Here it is.
Complication.
that time to use some
Turns out,
momentum?
He latches onto my face like a rabid raccoon and scratches. My God, he's a monster, Kellen. I told you.
I told you to kill him.
all right, so
Stab,
Brad,
stab,
you should
stab.
get down on your hands and knees and sort of offer a handout to the child. And
Oh, he throws his back out.
at the last second, the child bolts for the door.
Can I try to grab him?
Yeah, sure. Give me.
That's right. I'm standing there with my sword out.
I'm just gonna try to grab him with my arm, hold him back. I'm not trying to kill the kid or nothing.
Yeah, but if you
What do you
get
want me to roll?
if you get a complication,
Well, don't rule out killing a kid.
yeah.
Is it
you can roll. You can roll acrobatics. I guess that
Acrobatics,
doesn't really fit, but I can't see anything else here that
athletics, maybe.
athletics. Is,
How about animal handling?
That's racist. So athletics or acrobatics? Let me know.
yeah, that's fine. Athletics is fine.
I think it's species.
Maybe he's a Pict.
There you go. 2 successes.
You kill him.
All right.
Skewer him.
So Kellen takes one long stride over and just scoops this kid up by the waist, and the kid is screaming and flailing his arms and legs, and his he's trying to kick back at you, Kellen, but your strong, ripply muscles, because I guess you're basically not wearing clothes, just withstand the beating of this child like rain against the roof.
Say, be still, child. We'll not have to subdue you.
Okay, officers, we can explain.
Thank God it's not my character this time. Thank God it's not my character this time. The man with no clothes just deftly grabbed a little boy and threatened to subdue him.
Yeah.
No.
You would not want to make the Picts aware of our presence. They will return.
All right. So it takes him a few moments, but he sort of tires himself out and calms down a little bit. But
Right.
he eventually just kind of like hangs limply
I
in
knew
your
you were going to
arms.
say
Stop
that.
it.
That's poor choice of words.
Do any of us speak Pict? Or like
No.
know a phrase of
I
Pict?
used to.
So you
forgot
probably
it
you
last
don't
week.
really think this is a Pict child.
Okay, so it's a human. He's just not talking.
Well, they're all humans. Jesus, Andrew.
Well, not technically. Anyway,
They
I
are
don't think I'm gonna do
savages,
it.
Kevin.
It's the
They're
frame of
animals.
mind I have to go into, Kevin, in order
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
into
we'll
a war.
slaughter
You know what I
them
mean?
like animals.
Yeah, there it is. Kellen's on board.
All right.
I say, are you, will you be brave if I put you down?
He's like hanging like by his waist, and he just kind of like nods his head.
Alright, I'll like put him back on his feet.
All right. He like falls into a sitting position.
Say, you must tell us what happened here.
He says, "The bad men came. They took my mommy and my daddy and my sister."
How long ago?
He kind of looks around and he says, just this morning."
Say, then we're not far behind them. Say,
He says, please don't kill me."
wish you no harm, child. We've come from, what's the castle called?
Velitrium?
Deletrium.
We come from Velitrium. We come to hunt the Picts and the ghost that leads them.
Willow.
He says,
Don't scare the shit out of the kid.
"Ghost."
No, it's exactly what I did on purpose. I like came up behind the kid and was like, Willow.
Maybe we should send Hark back with the kid.
Oh, thank God. That's a great idea.
What do you think?
I asked the kid if he like remembers seeing somebody like the ghost. I like try to describe it.
So yeah, tell me what you say.
Listen,
He looks
imagine the
terrified
worst
as
thing
they're talking
possible.
about a ghost. It's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a the
Guy to cheat, spooky.
the savages has have a leader. Was he here? A tall, pale creature.
You know what ghosts look like.
You know, sheet, 2 holes cut out. Friendly sometimes.
Also, Jatan interjects, Willow.
So he kind of, you can see like tears streaking down his face, and he like shakes his head up and down.
So interesting. Well, why don't you have some food and then sleep? We will see about getting you back to the castle in the morning.
He like runs out of the room to the front door.
That's not doing either.
Or I don't know, commit suicide, kid. What do I care?
And you can see him like waving you over.
All right,
I
we
follow.
go over.
He just stands there and he points at the post.
It's a Willow.
He says, "That man, he did that."
The ghost? What does he do?
He put that there.
I ask the kid if he finds it both off-putting and alluring at the same time.
He doesn't understand here.
What does it do?
The kid doesn't seem to have any idea.
Say,
This kid's pretty
don't-
useless. Probably
He says,
kill him.
will you find my mommy and my daddy?"
No?
Yes.
Now he's just confused.
Sure, kid.
Just shut up, kid. Get out of here. Go to bed.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
All right. Well, let's.
Spend the night here, or
I still say we just sleep in the house until the morning and then continue our hunt. It's like the middle of the night.
can't really track in the rain anyway.
And then yeah, I don't know if we want to like send Hart back.
Does he have any food here? This kid?
There's enough. You could like scavenge food from the room. There's things knocked over, but they didn't like take everything. Doesn't look
Okay.
like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll make some food. We'll make food for the kid. We'll find places to sleep, and we'll, I don't know, post guards and stay here till morning.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
I
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was going to continue on.
So I'll ask Chatan. Say, what is the meaning of the post stick?
God damn it! I say.
Just
I'm
laughs.
not sure.
I say,
I'm not sure.
Oh, good God.
is this some joke to you, Chatan? Like Crom.
Are
Get
you
it
not
together.
entertained?
The stick.
Are
has
you
made-
high?
This stick has made Chatan
No,
mad.
I'm definitely not.
We'll have to put him down.
I just keep it. I keep trying to make it come out, but no. Yeah, I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure. I described to you like the thing that it reminds me of, but I don't really say more on that.
Would I know what that is even?
Ancient Acheron is something you might have heard of, just as like
Like Atlantis.
like Atlantis. Yeah, it's like an ancient kingdom of like sorcerers and demon worshippers. From
An old wives' tale.
Sure. I tell you, like, I'm pretty sure that I've seen something like it reading about Acheron, but I seem reluctant to say more.
This is not the time for children's stories and fables.
Well, actually, we should probably tell this kid bedtime stories. So,
All right. Okay. So what else you guys gonna do? Anything?
well, I
Yeah.
assume we're gonna have some food set up, and I will volunteer to take the first watch.
Yeah. Camp tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So everybody goes to sleep. Chatan, you sort of sit, I guess, were you on the front porch or something, or?
Yeah, I mean, whatever would give me the best vantage, like shadowed vantage of the surroundings. I keep like one of my dogs with me so that if it hears something, it can alert me. I let
Sure.
the other one sleep.
So give me an observation test.
Okay, cool.
Let's get a bonus for chili cheese being there.
Is it chili or chili cheese?
Chili cheese
I
is
don't
the
know,
better
which one
observer.
gives me a bonus?
Chili cheese gives you the bonus.
So 2.
Okay, great. So you notice as the night grows long and you stare out across the yard that the shadows seem to shift almost unnaturally, almost when you're not looking. And at one point out of the corner of your eye, you almost think you see movement, but as you turn your head, you see only the stake stuck in the ground.
How long has it been?
A couple of hours.
All right, I I signal to the dog to stay put, and I like very silently rise up and sort of walk over to the stake and,
Okay.
and kneel down in front of it, like crouch down in front of it.
Okay, yeah. So you can just see that it's this long wooden, almost board with this circular rune with like several slashes through it, scratched into it. You can hear it like you don't think you hear a sound, but you almost feel like a thrumming coming from the center of the scratched out circle.
I touch the stake.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I don't touch the rune, but I reach out to like grasp it.
So as you touch it,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly your vision is thrown out of your mortal body across a vast and cosmic gulf. above and beyond the veil of the
Yeah, yeah,
sky.
Okay.
A sense of the a sense of the presence of a fearsome and terrible creature dwelling in the dark between stars assaults your senses. The vision shifts once more to Earth and displays, in a way that's almost dreamlike to you, not exactly literal, but like it gives you the impression of the rise and fall of an ancient empire of kings and slaves and demon worshippers and sorcerers.
Is it Acheron?
You can only assume. Yes, it's Ashron, and it finally comes to focus on one man who you determine the dream has the forethought to see the kingdom falling. He's tall and pale-skinned. His eyes are a deep sunken yellow, and he wears a masked headdress of silver ornamented with strange jewels and carvings. As your vision sort of is filled by this masked face, you hear a whispered word, Thumocris. He beckons to you as if it's a summons, and abruptly the vision ends with his eyes burning your sight, and you come awake, as you know, as far as you can tell, with having it be just like you had stared at the sun too long. Like you can see like this vision of his eyes sort of throbbing in your sight.
Was that a good match for our description of Uelo?
Yeah. So you need to make a discipline test.
All right. A discipline test
Sumo, yeah.
in the Yucatan.
Are we already playing Eternal Lies?
That's what I think.
What happened? Such a smooth transition.
All right. So you're going to take.
Is there any momentum to use for stuff like that? I don't know what momentum does. It's a little confusing.
You better find out. So you're going to take 3 mental trauma. I believe they're called.
Sure. Sure.
You're going to take 3 resolve damage, which is called despair.
Okay. Got it.
And yeah,
So not resolve despair. I have both.
Yeah, so resolve is your like cap for how much despair you can take.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Vigor for fatigue as well.
Then so vigor is for. Oh, okay. So that
makes it a lot clearer.
Clearer.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out because it's in a really it's done in a really weird way on that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I understand.
Okay, so what do you do, Chitan?
I start seriously masturbating.
All right.
Overwhelmed by the vision.
Very erotic.
So yeah, you can see the dog just sort of like sitting on the porch, like turn its head in curiosity.
It's seen him masturbate before. Let's not.
Wait. This is chili cheese. That sort of activity is related. Usually, that's for chili.
Anyway,
You started it.
Yeah, you definitely. This is definitely your fault.
Not high Rotus, man.
Anyway, yeah. So I sort of like stumble backwards, right, and like fall on my butt, like wildly shaking my head, trying to clear the vision.
Sure.
What I mean, does, not to be too mechanical, but does despair and rising despair work similarly to Cthulhu, where I'm like kind of losing it, or is this just more of
it's a little different than that. When you run out of despair, you just probably want to like run away or surrender. It's not like this like long term
insanity.
There is an analog for that, but it's different. If you take you can take like mental wounds, basically.
Okay, that's fine. So so Chitan, who's usually pretty like calm and reserved, like stumbles backwards, it starts like breathing heavily and looks around, and as his vision clears, he sees the porch, and like jumps back over to it, I don't know if there's a door, but if there were a door, I would like slam the door open.
Yeah,
And-
sure. There's a door.
Yeah, I like slam the door open probably pretty loudly, and I run over to Sir Barrett, and I shake him, and I say, "Wake up!" No, that was totally Brexit growing. That was not even remotely.
No, that's great.
anybody
That's
else.
great.
I say,
Which campaign are we in? Somebody remind me.
I don't know.
They're all blending together.
I'm pretty sure it's also
episode.
it's also Shadowhunters and Pathfinder. Like
Yeah,
at the same time.
Kitty shakes Sir Barrett awake and says, "Hello."
My name is Kitty Kennedy.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I say, wake up.
What is
Sir
it?
Barrett.
I'll like reach for my axe and my shield. What is it?
I say, Willow, I think he is near. I'm not sure, but I'm quite afraid.
How near? How do you know?
I saw him just now.
You did?
It was like nothing else I've ever experienced. It was like he was clawing at me from the depths of hell. I don't know if is there hell here?
Sure.
I'll-
There is now.
I'll kind of like go over to the window and like side up next to it and look out the window. I don't see him. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I say it was that sign, the post out there. You can't go near it.
I was asleep. Wait, did you go near what? Did you go near the sign? What?
I can't say more. But Uelo, he is out there.
Like near? You said he was near. Is he close?
I saw him, damn it. I don't know how else to explain it. I saw him. Uelo. And I turn to the kid and I shake him awake. I'm all like,
Right.
Oh, what
What
the
do you do, Sir Barrett?
what?
I assume
Um,
Colin is awakened by this as well.
No, Kellen sleeps soundly.
Kellen's a real deep
That's
sleeper.
his years as a slave in the fighting pits. He's used to just sleeping through the ruckus.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There's no second floor, right?
There's no second floor.
All right. Yeah. All right. Barrett will be a little unnerved by that, so he'll start like he'll join Jatan on his watch and stay up for most of the rest of the night.
Okay.
So during the rest of the night, I just keep telling Sir Barrett periodically, like, I don't think we should stay here. It's too dangerous. That's all.
Sure. That's fine. Jatan, you feel uncomfortable as you gaze up at the sky through the windows of the farmhouse. You get the distinct feeling that something, as long as you're underneath, visible to the open sky, you feel like you're being watched. All right. So,
Yeah, I'm not happy about the being watched thing.
that's fine. I'm glad. Okay. So, eventually morning comes. I guess both of you, Jatan, I don't know if you guys are going to sleep really.
I mean,
I'll try and
Jatan-
power through it.
Yeah, Jatan like won't really be able to sleep.
Okay.
Every shadow and every noise makes him like reach out instinctively and grasp one of his hound's fur to make sure that he's like at the ready.
Okay. Sure. Sounds good.
Meanwhile, Kellen just sleeps the whole fucking night through.
Like a fucking baby.
Fair enough.
I'm talking about you
Okay.
sleeping, not you fighting.
So morning comes, and you can see the next day is quite overcast. The clouds sort of move along overhead quickly, and there's a wind through the trees of the forest that indicate the weather is probably changing. It almost feels like there's probably a storm coming on. But it is morning, and Hark and the child both awaken. And yeah.
All right. We can't
Whoa.
rush the kid with us.
No, this is exactly why I didn't want to go after those fucking villagers. We can't be encumbered by sad little orphans.
But I mean, we have to send him back to the keep. We can't just leave him here.
Let's send him with Hark.
I mean, the problem is that if we send the two of them alone, then they might just get ambushed and killed.
I'll send my dogs with them as scouts.
Shut up.
Or like, or I'll just tell my
parents?
dogs to eat them on the way there, and nobody will know.
So, what was that, Andrew?
Did we find out who took his parents? He just said the bad people, right? He didn't say who.
Well, he said Uelo was here.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Right.
So the kid's like, we're trying to figure out what to do with the kid, and I turn to the kid and I say, well, what would you rather do? Would you like to come with us or go home in safety? Because the way that we're going is Uelo. Let's see how he reacts to that. Let him decide.
All right.
I imagine he's tired of your shit by now.
He says, you're going to find my mommy and daddy?
Yes, of course.
He says, he looks up through red ringed eyes and says, I missed them. I just want to see them again.
Yes, well, that's nice.
We're bringing them to what's the name of the fort again?
Velitrium.
We're bringing them to Velitrium. Hark is going there now. You can join him if you want.
You said dead or alive, correct?
You're asking the kid? What's wrong with you? All right.
Listen, I don't think this kid's parents are alive.
You
Okay.
made that clear.
Well, I'm trying to make that clear. I want this kid to realize, like,
Oh, you're telling them that his parents are dead?
Might as well peel the
I'm
band-aid,
telling
right?
him, like, I'm not promising to fucking bring your parents back to Velitrium.
Right. You can see his
We'll
his
do what we can.
eyes instantly well up with tears, and he begins bawling on the floor.
God damn it.
I pick him up and I slap him across the face. Say,
I laugh.
get
in
it
the corner.
together.
All right. He just
Boy.
he breaks out into full scream cry.
I notch an arrow.
Hysterical. Hysterical.
Have either of you two made any part of this better?
Say, you must be a warrior now.
All
Your childhood is over.
I make him touch the pole.
Hark, get the kid out of here before they can do any more damage.
All right, he grabs he scoops the child up in his arms, and he says, "You want me to carry this child back to Velitrium alone?"
That's what we just fucking said since last night. God damn it, Hark.
No, you can have chili and chili cheese.
Well, maybe one of them. I could always find two more in the woods.
The dogs just kind of follow you around
That's my thing.
like a homeless person.
Can you
All
handle that, Hark?
I mean, I am homeless.
He looks at you and he says, "If you give me your word, you'll find the settlers and return them."
Well,
they're
first of
still
all,
alive.
I am definitely not giving you that word. But I do say to him, I say, Hark, what is it you think we could do instead? You think we should, all of us, go into the jungle with this loud, untrained child to get us killed?
He says, "I need to see these people safe. Just give me your word." I agree it's the best plan, but I'd appreciate if you didn't make me leave with an uncertain heart.
Say, we
I-
will do
I-
we will
yeah.
do our best. You have my word.
He sort of looks around at the rest of you.
I refuse. No, absolutely I refuse. I was going to turn to the two of them and ask them to give him their word, but
Okay.
I already did it.
He shrugs and sighs and he says, "Well, I guess if that's the best I can do. We'll leave it.
Don't make promises I don't think I can keep.
We'll leave it once. Good luck.
You too.
He makes ready for a few moments, gathering some supplies, and then sort of grabs the child and starts off from the farmhouse.
I call after them.
What the fuck?
I
Alright.
say,
We pick
I
up
feel bad about the way we left.
we
him.
pick up the track. This is just something Chatan imagines.
So Chitan, as you step outside the farmhouse to leave, your eyes are drawn back to the post, and you see that it is its surface is unmarked.
Oh, okay. Well, that ties in nicely with what I was about to say. Anyway, do I have any kind of like? What do I have on me that would work? So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look around for like a walking stick, like a nice branch or something that I could use as a walking stick.
There's a cool
sure.
one with a symbol on it.
What'd you say?
There's a cool one with a symbol on it.
Well, no, there's not. There's an unmarked one, unfortunately. No, so I'm gonna take like a branch that I'm gonna use to help me pick my way through the forest.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my knife and I'm gonna like carve my own approximation of that symbol into it so that I can't forget.
Okay, sure, no problem.
And then get ready to walk off into the woods.
Okay, sure. Do you guys want to do anything before they leave?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think that's actually a good spot to leave it for this week. We're close to time, and I think it's about as good a stopping place that we're going to get. So, thanks, guys, for ruining that child's life.
Trying to make him into a man.
I don't know.
This is a harsh world. You can't be some like
Poor child.
8-year-old boy thinking it's gonna be all like candied apples and fucking like swimming in the river.
Yeah, this is Trump's America.
Well, it is.
All right. It's expressly not, but all right. Well, thanks guys for playing, and we'll pick this up again next week. If you are watching this on Twitch.tv, come check out our YouTube channel, and if you're watching this on YouTube, come check out our Twitch channel. We play every Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern, and next week we'll finish up Conan, the Ghost of Thunder River, and hope to see you then. Thanks, guys.